hanging on to Sharon and a stick. So I'm just going to do a brief bio of Sarah Manuel, and then Wanda will read the poem in English, and all of our group poem people will line up when Wanda's reading, so we'll be passing the microphone from one to the other. So I think the last tribute we did to Vera Manuel was in Richmond, thanks to Alan Hill. We had a beautiful event in the council chambers, and people got turns sitting in the councilman's chairs. And we had music, and Vera, it was right before she got so sick, she was able to come out and read. She was in a wheelchair. And we go way back. She came to World Poetry because she felt it was so important to bring the languages and the people of the world in honor and respect. And no matter who you were, you always had a level playing field. That's why we don't have contests. Everybody is equal, whether it's the young person starting out or the person with Nobel laureate. You know, everybody has an equal playing ground to bring out their own unique energy and their own unique talent. And Vera Manuel was a World Poetry Lifetime Achievement Award winner at the Vancouver Public Library. We had a big event there, and along with Jan Walls. And the mayor of Vancouver presented the certificates and the trophies, and I think there were like 200 people there. It was pretty amazing. This was at the big library in Vancouver, where we were for 11 years. So in terms of Vera, we met Vera, and it was just sort of like a sister thing. We were so close, and I feel that with Wanda too. But it was like she'd say something and I'd sort of finish it. And when she got so ill, she was in the hospital. And because she'd been in residential school, she could not be left alone. So we had 24-hour people staying with her. And Sharon and I would go and do our 4-hour stint, and then the next group would come until she passed away. Because she was terribly afraid of being left in the hospital because of possible abuse and that kind of thing. So every year we do a memorial or a tribute to her on the radio. We do also one to Shulamit Joffrey and Douglas Bacon, and a number of others that have passed on because their written words need to be heard, and it's a good place to do it on the radio. She was a very great motivator in my dream poems, along with Gabriel Barderman, who was a Sartlip elder. He's passed on, but they both communicate with me in my dreams, usually to harass me for not getting the book done. And Gabe said to me, Ariadne, you get that book done. It's called Love Poems to the World. It's your gift to the world. Get the book done. So I'm going to attempt this summer to do that. The other memory I have is the poem we were going to do tonight. It's called When I First Came to Know Myself. And we were reading at a big event at the Vancouver Art Gallery. And there were a lot of kids around, street kids and homeless people, as well as people that were reading and stuff like that. The noise level was terrific. But when Vera got up to read this poem, When I First Came to Know Myself, there was total silence in the square. There was no noise. It was just sort of magical. It was just like, and then when I think I went on next, and of course everybody was talking loudly again. So that says a lot about my powers, but anyway. And yeah, we've read her poem over the years, group poems. Started with the group poems in 1997 with Marcel Proust, who came up from Boston. And he brought a poem called Freedom, which was written for the French Renaissance, the French resistance movement. And that was one of the most important poems in the world, they considered, because pieces of that poem were put on walls and everything all over Paris, and the Nazis thought it was a love poem, so they let it be. And they were the pieces of that poem were airdropped, and just went all over the world, and it gave the freedom fighters so much hope. So that was the reason. But we've done a number of group poems over the years. I think the biggest one we had was 22 different languages, and we actually got paid for it, which I found astounding. So I want to welcome Wanda up. She has a couple probably things to say, and then I want like everybody to get ready for the group poem. Then after that we'll have lunches, and then open mic and the raffle.